Hello, everybody. It's Bendominator, and welcome back to another episode of the Bendominator podcast. Today, we're on episode 37 on the podcast, and wow, it has been a crazy, crazy week the last week. We got a ton of content for Fortnite, so much leaks to talk about. I haven't made a video on leaks, but there's so much more that I didn't cover in that video, including that and the skins video that I just have yet to talk about. So, yeah, expect this podcast episode to be filled with a bunch of just news, information, leaks, all that kind of stuff. But again, we're going to start like I do every week by just talking about the channel, because the channel's been doing well this week as well. I uploaded 3 commentary videos, a map trailer, and the podcast, which was definitely much more content than I uploaded last week and even some of the past weeks. So yeah, really great with content. I think a lot of those videos turned out well. Pretty much every single one of them I am happy with. And yeah, overall, just I've been enjoying making videos on this new update. I think the Tilted Towers update has really made me just feel super motivated, not only to make content on BR, but to work on stuff in creative. And yeah, I mean, it's just been a lot of fun. I mean, creative has been super fun. BR's been super fun. Lots of projects going on that I've been working on. But even with all that, I was able to do some fun videos. So overall, just a great week. I did the Tilted Towers POI review. Again, I did this with the Cube Town POI, but I'm going to be trying to review every single new POI that comes out. I'll make a video reviewing it, because I just like to do that. Of course, I didn't make a video reviewing every single Chapter 2 POI, though I kind of did because I did the ranking one, but I didn't make like an individual review on all of them, because there's too many. Actually, Chapter 3 is what I meant to say, not Chapter 2, because again, I started this whole review thing, the POI reviews with Cube Town. So yeah, Tilted Towers is the first Chapter 3 POI review, and if there's any more POIs to talk about later in this episode, there are rumored to be some new POIs later in this chapter or in this season. I'll definitely be making reviews on those too, because I like POIs. They're some of my favorite things to get added to the game, and I think doing the reviews on them was really fun, and Tilted Towers was a very special one, because Tilted is a very nostalgic POI for me and for many others, and it's a great POI in my opinion. Like, it holds up extremely well, and I'm just overall, I'm super happy with it. Honestly, one of my favorite POIs on the map right now. I think it probably goes in my top 3, but I think I don't know. I don't really know what my favorite is anymore, because when I first ranked them, it was Sleepy Sound. But as I do really like Sleepy Sound, I feel like it doesn't really get enough action there. So I might put, like, I don't know, Tilted might be my number 1. I'm not really sure. Who knows? But Tilted is very new. It's very fresh. Even though it technically is an old POI we've seen before, still holds up so well. So we'll see what happens with that. I think Sleepy Sound is still my top 3, but Tilted might have taken over for the number 1 spot. I'm not really sure. We'll have to give it some more time. And then I made a video on all the leaked skins the first day. At least when I woke up to make a video on the update, there wasn't really much in the leaks, and I am still kind of disappointed we didn't really get many original skins in the leaks. It seems like pretty much most of them are collabs. The 2 original skins we did get are pretty good, especially that Raven skin. I've been using the original Raven a lot recently, because Raven used to be my old main, especially during the time when Tilted was around. So Tilted came back. I was like, I'm going to be nostalgic. I'm going to use Raven again. I haven't used him in a while, especially since Axo, because, you know, once Axo came out, Axo became my new favorite skin, obviously. So yeah, I started using Raven again, and honestly, I gotta say, it is nice to be using that skin again. Like, it's super nostalgic, and honestly, I think the Raven skin still holds up very well. And I still think it's the best version of the Raven skin. There's been others. There's been Ravage. There's been, like, the Iron version of it. And then we're gonna get this new, kind of similar to Ravage, kind of a female version of the Iron version, but not actually made out of metal. It's confusing, but it's really, really cool. So I'm gonna be running that a lot when that comes out. So overall, yeah, that's what I've been running. I've been running the Raven. I don't know if there's really any other skins I've been running the past week other than, of course, Axo and Raven. I think that's really... There might be some other skins I wore a few times. But yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of cool leaked skins. If you guys want to know all my opinions on all the leaked skins, there's a video covering them. I'm not going to talk about them all again here, especially because there's no visuals because it's a podcast. I also made a video talking about leaks that only covered the leaks, like a handful of them that I knew I really wanted to talk about. There is still a ton of leaks I didn't cover in that video that came out since then and even during that time, but that was a video that I think was really fun. I haven't made a news video like that in a while. I guess you could call the leak skin videos technically news videos, but I've been focusing more on commentary stuff, just like general commentary, but I think it was really fun to cover those leaks. Again, how I kind of am is I don't make video. I'm not a reliant news source. Like, if you subscribe to my channel to keep up with Fortnite news, I can't really guarantee that I'm going to cover everything, but I talk about the things that I'm really interested in, because if I talked about everything, it would just be too much. So I always talk about the things I'm interested in, and sometimes what I'm interested in is the leaks, and I think that was a fun video to do. And then we also had the Super Brim Bros announcement during the Zeroverse Direct, which I am so thankful to have been a part of that. Thank you to everyone who organized that. That was just such a cool event, and I was happy to be a part of it. I was happy to be able to announce our project, the Brim Around Dev Team's project, Super Brim Bros, which has been in the works for a while. We kind of like sat on it for a bit, but we knew we wanted to reveal it at some point. We just weren't sure when. So when I got the opportunity to do the Zeroverse Direct, I took it, and I was like, you know what, we'll reveal it now. And yeah, of course it's not out yet. It's just a teaser because the map's not fully complete. It's been a while since it's really, I mean, I don't know. It's getting there. It's definitely going to be out soon, but I just didn't want, I wanted to announce it. I wanted to make sure people knew about it. Because there's going to be a lot of reveals before it even comes out. It's one of those things that I kind of want to hype up. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be releasing more trailers before it comes out. We're going to be revealing things. So far, there is a speculation channel in my Discord server. If you want to join the Discord, you can speculate on Brim Bros. But, I mean, like, the roster hasn't even been revealed yet, so we're going to be revealing that. And, yeah, it's all going to lead up to the release of the map, which I think is going to be really fun. And I'm really excited for it, because the amount of work we have got on it now is really promising. Like, I'm super excited about it. I was even looking at it last night and just being like, wow, we really did a lot on this, and I'm excited to continue working on it and to get it done so that we can release it, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, if you want more info on that, the trailer is on my channel. You can check the description and the pinned comment. Has a lot of good information there. And again, we'll be slowly revealing things as it gets closer to release, because again, it is not fully complete yet. We did make a lot of progress on it when we worked on it, but now we're kind of getting back into it now that it's revealed, and it should be done soon, but I can't really say how soon because I don't really know. There might be some big changes that happen to it, or maybe it'll go as planned, or we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, overall, that's all the stuff for the channel. Let's go ahead and go into the news section of this episode, because I think there's gonna be a lot to go over, which I'm very excited about. I'm very happy that there's a lot. First off, I just want to say, Fortnite Creative just tweeted, "Team up and take down the competition, take control of this arena, and territory takeover by Starwise." Just want to say congratulations, Starwise, on getting featured. I know he got featured a while ago, but seeing Fortnite actually tweet your map is just, it's one of the coolest feelings. So I can't imagine how he's feeling right now, and that's just such a cool accomplishment. So good job, Starwise, on that, on getting the Twitter mention from Fortnite Creative themselves, because that's just wild. But anyway, 19.20 has already been added to the staging servers, so leakers are saying expect it next Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. So I'm very excited for that. I'm not really sure what they're going to add. I feel like it's not going to be as big of an update. But the one thing I do hope is we get some more original skins, because like I said earlier, this update has a lot of good collaboration skins, but in terms of original skins, I'm not so sure. I feel like there was only two, but I mean the two that they gave us were pretty good, so can't really complain when that Raven skin's coming out, you know. But then we also got the 19.10 LTMs updated. So LTMs that we could expect to see soon include Solid Gold, Close Encounters, Unvaulted, and Horde Rush. I was very interested to see Horde Rush here. I don't know if that's going to come out anytime soon, but if it does, I would be happy for it because, you know, it's kind of weird. They always make it like Halloween exclusive, which makes sense. But Horde Rush is so fun that like it'd be nice to just let us play it a lot more. So hopefully that actually comes out soon. But it is updated, so it can happen. We just don't know if it will. But yeah, I'm excited mostly for Solid Gold and Unvaulted. Those are just two solid game modes. I hope they like update high explosives. I really hope they update Floor's Lava because that's like the most fun mode ever. That can make any season enjoyable. Not saying that the season's not enjoyable. I'm just referencing like some Chapter 2 seasons that we had that I didn't really find so much fun. But when they added Floor's Lava, it just instantly made the season fun, no matter what season you were in. Floor's Lava is always a great time. So adding that on top of how amazing Chapter 3 Season 1 is already would just be incredible. So Floor's Lava is my main hope, but Solid Gold and Unvaulted are great ones. Not a huge fan of Close Encounters. Horde Rush is also going to be great, but I'm not certain if that's going to actually release anytime soon. But I hope it does. We also got the Pizza Party emote, which is going to be coming out soon. We got to see a bit of a glimpse in it in creative. I cannot speak. But yeah, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be alright. I don't think it's gonna be like amazing, but it's gonna be fun, you know, especially for squads. Just throwing down a box of pizza, taking some slices. It's gonna be an enjoyable item. I don't think it's gonna be like huge, but you know, I'm excited for it. And especially for creative, that's a good item to have in a lot of maps. I think not necessarily even just for combat maps, maybe even just for like roleplay maps and stuff. The Pizza Party item's gonna be good. So yeah, just overall a cool item. And then rumors that the revolver would be coming back. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean, more pistol varieties always nice. That could definitely be. I mean, there's only one pistol in the game, so I'll take more pistols. But again, we're not fully sure about the revolver. But I think most people are pretty certain on Pizza Party. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. Again, that would be a hot fix that would be coming tomorrow. Just a small content update. And yeah, people are also expecting the crew pack to be officially revealed. We saw it in the leaks. Again, I made the leaked video if you want to check it out. My opinions on the crew skin, I kind of am disappointed by the crew still. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually been like excited for the crew. So yeah, we'll see. An interesting thing is randomly Donald Mustard tweeted or made a tweet which wasn't even in like response to anything. I can't even, yeah, because it doesn't even look like it was a reply unless Twitter's just acting weird. But he just sent the Back to the Future to be continued GIF. So who knows? Maybe we'll see Back to the Future skins. I would be personally very interested to see Back to the Future skins. You know, it's kind of funny that Fortnite got Rick and Morty before Back to the Future. Like, it got the parody characters of Back to the Future before actually getting Back to the Future. Which is kind of another one of those things where it's like, we got Venom before we got Spider-Man. Just things like that I kind of find interesting. I find funny. It's weird how those things work out sometimes. There's also a feature that was talked about where characters will have different sound effects depending on, like, skins will have different sound effects depending on what clothes they're wearing or what, like, items they have. Not items, but, like, what shoes the skin has. We've seen this a little bit with things like the Iron Man skin and stuff, obviously. Like, footsteps are different on some skins, but apparently, like, even just, like, different types of clothes or different materials or even different, like, gloves will have different sound effects for stuff. So that would be interesting. We also got the second rocket that has launched from the Sanctuary POI, which is very, very interesting, though it's weird how there's never like an animation for it. They just kind of show up and then disappear, which I guess kind of makes sense if it's like a map change thing, but it would be cool to kind of see a mini event of the rocket just flying up. I don't know. Would that be too difficult? I'm not really sure, but That could be interesting. There's also leaks that the pirate like treasure map could return. If that's the case, I would be excited to see that. I think that's one of the things in Season 8 that was actually really, really cool. And I never really got to play around with it too much because I don't really play a lot of Season 8. But hey, I mean, if they bring back the pirate treasure map, I think that would be a cool mechanic. I would also hope they bring that out in creative. I know you can kind of do that mechanic with key cards, but I think the treasure map in creative would be a fun item to have, just for a bit more immersion, you know? I think having a pirate map, it could pretty much just work exactly like a key card, but just with a pirate map. I think that would be fun. It's also interesting, like, because the pirate map has, like, the chapter 1 map on it, but it's like the texture, you could stretch it and make, like, it kind of looks like chapter 3 at this point, because it has the tilted thing, it has the volcano. There's, of course, things different, but I'd be curious to see if they would change the texture on the map. Because they did change one of the back blings that had the map on it to update to chapter 3, which I thought was interesting. We also got another epic survey, but I mean, these aren't really surprising at this point. It, of course, name drops a bunch of really popular characters. Things like Miles Morales, Darth Vader, stuff like that. But again, doesn't really confirm anything. They're just trying to figure out what people are interested in. But these surveys do end up having quite a bit of an impact on what we end up seeing. I am really sad that yet again, Gravity Falls not represented on the survey anymore. It was at one point, and it's not on the survey anymore, at least as far as I can tell. So that's a bit upsetting. That's kind of upsetting. Hopefully we'd still see a Gravity Falls collab, but I don't know. My hope is dwindling, especially after we didn't get it in season 7 and we got Rick and Morty. But it's like, when we got Rick and Morty, I was thinking maybe it's more possible, but at this point, I don't know. I'm still holding hope for a Gravity Falls collab. If you guys don't know, that's my #1 most hoped collaboration is Gravity Falls, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, the snow is staying, apparently, and it's in a really good spot right now to stay. I'm excited about that. We're gonna get a bit of snow near Shifty and, like, fully, like, around Logjam, which I think is nice. I wish it was at Camp Cuddle as well, but hey, you know, I'll take what I can get. The snow is nice. I'm glad how it is right now, because I was starting to get, like, yeah, it was kind of a lot. Like, if you think about it now, it's kind of crazy to believe that it literally was, like, the only part that was green was Sanctuary, Jonesies, and Daily Bugle. And that's all, like, in the jungle biome. Kind of jungle biome. Kind of more, like, the tropical biome, I guess is a better way to put it. Which I feel like I don't see a lot of people talking about that. Like, people always talk about the desert and the snow, but we have a tropical biome, too. And, like, kind of like how Season 8 was. Not as, like, dense, but still, it's there. So, I think that's interesting. I think that's a kind of a underrated aspect of this map is the fact that we have the tropical biome, whatever you want to call it. We got the Hawkeye cosmetics recently leaked. C4 could be coming out, which I would be excited about. I always want to see more explosives. I do hope we get more explosive, like, weapons, like the rocket launcher. Again, I think it would be cool to see an updated version of the rocket launcher. Big one. Covert Cavern. I kept saying Covert Canyon in my video because that was the leaked name of it, and now it's Covert Cavern, not Covert Canyon. Because, like, apparently people thought they would replace Condo Canyon, which would be very sad if they replaced that. But pretty much Covert Canyon is a very grotto-looking POI, as we can tell from the minimap. We haven't seen it in-game, we've only seen it in the minimap. People are speculating it's going to come out next update, 19.20. I would hope so, because that would be a fun POI, and of course, I'll make a video on that when it does release. But yeah, overall, that's going to be a fun POI. I think that's also going to be in the snow. Yes, it is going to be in the snow. It's going to be in one of the mountains near Logjam. So, it's in between Camp Cuddle and Logjam. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I talked about it more in my video. If you guys want to actually see what it looks like on the minimap, you can watch that video. But I'm excited for it. People have been wanting the grotto back. It's not going to be the grotto, but it looks like it's going to be very similar. It's like an underground mountain IO type area. So I'm excited about that. I think that would be very, very cool to see yet another POI. Not only a new POI, but a brand new POI we've never seen before. On top of already getting tilted. Like, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And I'm curious to know, like, man, they are just giving us so much stuff this season. I wonder if that, like, are they going to continue to keep this up through season 2, season 3, season 4? I really hope so, because the game's in such a good spot right now. I hope that's not just like a season 1 thing and then season 2. Like, I hope they're not just trying to get a good first impression and then kind of sit back, because I mean, I don't know. I don't think we need this much all the time, but we're getting a lot of great content, and I'm excited about it. Like, even during the winter break thing, even while Epic was on break, I still felt this way. Like, still getting such good amount of content. I'm just excited about it. And then there's also a 7 workshop POI, which we really don't know anything about. People have speculated that it's the POI in the background of the Boba Fett image. Not really sure about that, but we'll see. And then more IO drills coming out. Again, LTMs coming back. We got Green Goblin coming out soon. That's going to be exciting. New crew pack. But yeah, just a ton of stuff. Again, I covered a lot more things more in detail in my video about leaks. But yeah, just great to have all these things in game. So good to have Tilted back, man. Like, oh my goodness. Tilted is so fun. It just is. It's so enjoyable. I'm just so happy it's back. And then for creative, we got things like the Sanctuary prefabs, which I think are great. Good first Chapter 3 prefabs, very unique. I'm excited to see more. And then some new devices as well. Still hoping Henchman device comes out next update. Either Henchman or Melee. Either one would be amazing. But man, Fortnite is doing a great job. Honestly, in my opinion, Fortnite is doing a great job this season. And this last week has been like the best week for the game in a long time, I think. It's just been so much fun. BR's been fun. Creative's been fun. I felt more motivated than ever to make content and to work on projects, both in creative and just for YouTube. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's just been great. It's been awesome. So let's go ahead and move on to the last segment of the podcast, which is the viewer questions. Again, I ask you guys for questions every single week. And, yeah. Ratspat asks, do I plan to play FNAF Security Breach? I wanted to. I wanted to play FNAF Security Breach, until I actually saw how the game was. And, yeah, personally, I'm not very impressed with how that game turned out. So I'm probably not going to end up playing it. Aquatic Kepper asks, do you like the map with or without snow in some areas? I like the map with snow. I mean, I liked it with, like, at the beginning of Chapter 3 with all that snow. But I still kind of felt like it was a bit too much as we kept going. So I'm glad it's not that much anymore. I think it's, like, almost perfect. I think if Camp Cuddle was covered in snow, then it would be perfect in my opinion. But it's so close to perfect that it's like, yeah, it's great. We got a perfect amount of snow on the map, in my opinion. Or at least almost perfect, like I just said. In my opinion. I think the amount of snow we have right now is good. And I like it. Especially because Logjam is such a cool area with the snow. With, like, the pine trees and everything. And yeah, I like the Logjam a lot. It's one of my favorite POIs, so. Yeah, I think the snow is good there. Llama asks, do you like pineapple on pizza? I have never tried it. I've never had pineapple on pizza, so I can't give my opinion. Spiky M says he has a headache, and to that I say, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Monkey asks, what kind of AXO edit styles or reskins would you like to see? I don't know. My opinion on this changes from time to time. But I think the main thing I would want to see at this point is, obviously, I want them to bring out the lava AXO. That's been in the survey leaks for a very long time. I don't know if they're ever going to do that, but we'll see. I just like to see more color schemes. I think the best thing they could ever do is make an AXO skin that's like the human Bill skin. And that might sound crazy because human Bill was so customizable, but if we had an AXO skin with, like, customizable clothes, or just give the current AXO customizable clothes, like, I wish I could put his, like, Toxo edit style jersey on his default edit style. You know, stuff like that. Or give, like, his night edit style, like, the jersey and the pants, or something like that. I think that would be cool. Just being able to switch out the pants and the jersey, or even just the jersey with the different edit styles for him. I think that would be great. And I don't know how difficult that would be, but would be amazing. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But other than that, I hope they bring out that lava axo because that looks sick. That would be awesome. Hopefully they would give it a bit more details because it kind of is just axo with a lava texture over it. But I would assume once it's in game, it would look better and have a lot more detail. But either way, it would still be cool. I've always kind of wanted just like an axo with just like a hoodie and jeans, just because like that's kind of what I wear. So it would make a lot of sense for me, obviously. But I kind of, at this point, I don't know. I don't really think I want that as much as I used to. I would really like a winter axo. I think an axo with like a Christmas sweater and stuff, that would be awesome. But I do really like that, like the basketball like aspect of axo. I like that part of him. So that's why I kind of like to run the default style so much, because I like the color scheme and I like the whole basketball thing. The whole theme with that. So yeah, I don't know. I think the lava axo, but mainly a customizable one, I think would be really cool. And then Lando Red asks, do we need more memory and creative? We either need more memory or we need better memory optimization. I honestly think just better memory optimization would be enough. But even if we just got like 50k memory, that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. And also, do we need more updates? I don't think so. I think Fortnite has the perfect amount of updates right now. I think it's killing it with updates. It's spoiling us at the moment with both creative and BR. We're getting so much cool stuff. It's wild. It's just kind of crazy. There's a lot. But yeah, that's all the questions I have for today. That's all the news. Sorry this was kind of fast. I wanted to get through the news as fast as possible. I wanted to get through the questions because I don't have as much time to record this episode today because I got other things I want to do. But I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, because I make podcasts every single Monday. You can also use my supporter creator code Bendominator in the Fortnite item shop #ad. I will see you guys in the next episode of the Bendominator podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here, and goodbye.